Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sonic and the Glitchless Gauntlet. We're on day 2. We're on the last couple of runs here. We've got 3 runs left on the schedule, so let's make the best of them, shall we? We have our last classic Sonic style game coming up right now. We are joined by the wonderful ashikun running the iOS version of Sonic CD 2011, running on iPad no less. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to them, and they're going to go ahead and guide us through that run. It's going to be great. Go ahead, ashikun, take it away.
Okay, so I'm Ashi, or Ashikun. I'm going to unfortunately be in ASMR mode for the entire run because it's about midnight. It's literally just turned midnight here, and I've got kids on that side asleep and parent on that side asleep, and yeah, I've got to simultaneously do the run and not wake anybody up, so speedrunning on hard mode right there. And this is Sonic CD. CD, of course, standing for compact disc, because this was originally released for the Sega Mega CD back in '93. This, however, is a version of the classic Sonic game, which is currently running on a device that has never seen a CD drive, as far as I know. That's right, it's a weirdly aspect ratioed 11-inch iPad Pro, and the little flick things that are going up and down in the sides are enticing me to use the touch controls, but I absolutely refuse because they're horrible. So instead I've got the trusty 8-bit dude to hopefully not have its buttons stick and cause nightmares for me during the run. So the category I'm going to be running is going to be no major glitches, and that's completely different from any percent, except it's basically exactly the same, which is different from '93, which is a very glitchy game. This re-release was very not glitchy, if you could believe it. Only one glitch in the route that I usually do, that I won't be doing this time, and I will be playing as Sonic. Under duress, of course. If Sega's listening here, please, when you re-release this game in your re-releases, put Knuckles in it, please. Anyway, time will start when I press A on Sonic, and I will count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, going to skip the beautifully animated introduction and head straight into Aren't You Panic, which is green. It's a hill, but it's not a zone. You may have noticed that for some reason that nobody has been able to understand, Sonic CD does things completely differently, and that starts with the, oh dear. That sometimes happens. Unfortunate. Completely cut me off mid-sentence, but we move. Starts with the nomenclature. That's a word I've never heard spoken aloud, so I've mispronounced it. Acts are zones. Zones are rounds. What can you do? Okay. So we move on to Zone 2, and there's not really much to say about this zone, so I'll just introduce the main gimmick of Sonic CD to anybody who has been living under the metaphorical rock and has not heard of this interesting classic Sonic the Hedgehog game. So the main gimmick of Sonic the Hedgehog CD, aside from coming on a CD, which it didn't do in this version, is time travel. So if Sonic hits a past or a future sign and then travels at around 88 miles per hour, give or take 2, not to be confused with Miles Tails Prower, who is an optional character that I don't touch with a barge pole, but he is cute.
He is cute, though. That was like half of Roman's commentary last night for Mania. Was Tails is adorable. Full stop.
This is true. Tails is adorable, Sonic is fast, and Knuckles is everything, really. Okay, so we've got the first boss battle. There's a tragic design flaw in that boss. All the shields at the front, no shields at the back. Didn't quite stick the fast route out of that. There is a little glitch you can see with the camera if you go fast enough in the boss of Palm Tree Panic, but we didn't see it. So this is a even less glitchier than Glitchless run.
You are doing great so far. That's a very smooth intro, aside from like the one hang up in what, Act 1?
Yeah, those ramps can be really annoying. Those spikes can kill you.
I've absolutely done that.
If you run into them. Yep. We're on to Collision Chaos now, which is actually my least favourite round. Could you believe it? And that's saying a lot in a game that has Wacky Workbench in it. We get to see Wacky Workbench later. But, ooh. I may have forgotten to jump. I didn't forget to jump there. That's good. Oh, we're having some collisions.
Oh no!
We're having some
Not the collision chaos.
Okay, so bumpers and flippers, probably cluing you into what the boss
Sonic
might be.
Spinball. I thought we
maybe.
left Sonic Spinball at home.
Unfortunately not. You could set up for one of those, you know, Mom, but we have Sonic Spinball at home sort of jokes. Okay. So there is a frame perfect... Woo, Sonic, what are you doing? A frame perfect, or maybe multiple frame perfect jump. What am I doing? That can get you across that without having to do bubble bobble. Unfortunately, I don't often get it. Oh, we didn't go into the Use of Doom. We're having a fun time there, but we didn't go into the Use of Doom, which is why I hate this round. I realised I left a lot of my explanation about Sonic CD in mid-sentence a few rounds ago. Ooh, hello. I miscounted. So you may have seen one of the biggest tricks of Sonic CD 11 speedrunning, namely running on the ceiling, or living on the ceiling, or dancing on the ceiling, depending on your favourite 80s music choices. Not a glitch, but clipping through the ceiling is where we draw the line, as we will see later on. Ooh, I forgot to jump. Sonic can be quite finicky about
oh, here we go.
Dear. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. That didn't troll you nearly as much as it could have. That was really good.
It didn't. I thought I'd completely lost it then when Sonic decided to like go back for seconds on that spring. So we now go into the third round, which is Tidal Tempest, which, as the name would suggest, is Sonic CD's answer to Labyrinth Zone, but not quite as difficult. Aquatic Ruin, but not quite as iconic. Hydrosity Zone, but not quite as difficult.
And not nearly
to
as polarizing either.
And yeah, and this is actually the one and only place where the any percent route and the no wait, come on, Sonic. He really doesn't want to get off that switch for some reason. A bit like me when I'm playing, I don't know, insert switch game here. Sort of torpedoed my joke there. But, yeah, the usual any percent route would take you bouncing on the initial enemies and going on top of the ceiling and then clipping through the ceiling, which is a no-no for Glitchless, so we take the scenic route. I think I basically just follow what I saw Arg do on a Sonic 8 once. Most of the route that I'm going to be running throughout this is predominantly Cronoon's tutorial route. Cronoon did an excellent job of tutorials, so if this particular bit goes, oh dear, okay. I think we might have recovered it. This is the first of 2 times when we're going to deliberately time travel. And we're going to hear the world's greatest hold music / lift music. Your call is very important to us. Ooh.
So the time travel element is an actual mechanic in the game. As you've seen, we are now in the past of Title Tempest. And we have a future signpost on the that's stored kind of like at the top of the screen. And if you maintain your momentum through the stage long enough, you will initiate time travel, and that is used at certain points in the run to be able to progress through the smoothest route possible. And hopefully, oh no, hopefully not have that happen to you is actually exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, that can happen. There's a lovely bit in Metallic Madness where you can get a pass sign, and if you don't shake it off, you will end up... Okay, where have the enemies gone? I think we might have lost... Oh dear. Okay, we're not off into the past again, unfortunately. So you get to see the present route this time, which is a lot slower.
Okay.
Because there's all of this jank.
Got really good music, though.
But this... Oh yeah. I love the US soundtrack. I know that is a contentious position.
I think both soundtracks are really good, but this one, like, the Title Tempest definitely has, I think, like, the better Act 1 theme or present theme here for US.
Sonic will be back after these commercials.
I'm not going to be able to unhear this Act Clear jingle like this ever again. In real time, this game is timed in game time for what it's worth mentioning, but the Act Clear jingle is actually longer in the US version, so like, or for the US soundtrack, so by playing that, you're actually kind of losing time, but it's worth the jams if you're a fan of the US soundtrack, but otherwise you just kind of play whatever because it's in-game time that we judge by, not by the real time.
Right, we're gonna try and get a quick kill here, but I am really bad at it, so we'll see.
Nice!
Ooh.
Oh, that is so hard to do. And I actually, like, I know that, like, some runners play in 4x3 or 16x9 on the Steam version specifically because of things like that quick kill, because the visual cue is different. Like, is it different on the iPad aspect ratio as well?
I don't know, but I've learned to position myself in that sort of like little spot in the back, in the on the ground. It's quite a clear position for me, and it seems to work. Oh no, we haven't lost the future. Oh dearie me, we're going the long way round. This is one of those levels that shouldn't go wrong in theory, but can go wrong. And when it does go wrong, you haven't practiced how to deal with it going wrong. Oh dear. Okay, this is like completely not the right route for it, so do not pay any attention to... Sonic, can you please get yourself out of this jam?
Sonic just does not want to listen to a word any of us have to say about it.
It's okay, I don't have to worry about... On the one hand, I'm a little annoyed at how scuffed that was. On the other hand, I don't have to worry about beating PB
Yeah,
anymore,
no nerves
so...
for PB. At that point, just have a good time and enjoy yourself while you do the rest of the run.
Yeah, I think my facial muscles will probably stop twitching as much now. We don't want to go into the past there. We don't want to hit those either, weirdly enough.
Those make an appearance. Oh, go ahead.
There's not really much... I was just going to say there's not much I can really say about this point,
those enemies that you ran into are actually also in Sonic Time Twisted, which is a fan game that I ran 2 years ago in the first event. And it's if you like the time travel idea here, and you like Sonic CD's just kind of overall aesthetic, take a look at Sonic Time Twisted. It's it has the time travel mechanic, but it's kind of like a level editor to both CD and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which we had earlier today as well. So it's worth checking out if you like this game. Check out Time Twisted.
Oh, I've never heard of that, but I'll have to have a look. So again, we have a boss that is the full embodiment of the...
Oh god, Sonic!
That was bad. Oh dear. Come on, Sonic. Get out. No. I've been having a lot of problems with this boss as of late, which means that Sonic has been skipping leg day. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong here.
Yeah, so the point of this boss is to run on the conveyor belt to melt the base of what Eggman's standing in. We're gonna give him a hot foot treatment. I hear it's good for exfoliation of the feet. He's even like, you know, he's doing a little dance. He loves it. But yeah.
Yeah, the problem is I've been trying to, like, I originally learned sort of like one visual cue, then you let go, then you wait till you get to another visual cue, and then you jump. And then part of me is watching other runs where the person does like a left tap, and I keep trying to incorporate that, and I'm getting the visual cues completely wrong for it. So like subconsciously just... Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh.
This
no,
stage.
Sonic. Not in there. Not in there. Come on, Sonic. Wacky Workbench 1, the run killer.
Yeah, if you've got a run on pace up to this point, you've got a shot of it not just kind of dying on sight here, because have you seen this stage? Between the bouncing floors. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, I should really learn to pause buffer there. The floor just goes brr and just
Shiny
sends
floor go
you
brr.
into run kill territory. Thankfully Zone 2 and 3 aren't quite as bad. So we got to hear a lot of what to my ear sounds like late 80s Gary Newman. Oh, that is not nice. With the backing vocals and the funk bass lines, but we're actually going to go into the past at this point. This is one of those... Oh dear, Sonic didn't get off the Wheel of Fortune, so we're going to have to do that. Sonic is just really wanting to enjoy that. So this is... Oh my god. Yeah, I've missed the cycle on this completely now. Oh well. Consolation prize. Get off. Yeah, unfortunately we're not saving time by going into the past this time. It looks really cool when it works. Like I think Pimpuigi probably came up with that strat. And I think Co-Empathy uses it quite a bit. I'm not very good at it. So I've actually lost time by going into the past instead of doing the usual Cronin strat. But it looks cool. You get to hear the wonderful, funky, fresh beats of Wacky Workbench Past. Fun bit of trivia: there's no distinction between US and Japanese soundtrack in the past, probably for technical reasons. But we're back into the US soundtrack for this, and to me it sounds like, oh dear, the unwanted bird. It sounds like we're wanting to say hey hey away to Dr. Robotnik. We're just absolutely sick and tired of his shenanigans, and we just want him to go away. So in this boss you just keep repeatedly tapping him until he gets the message and goes up and starts mining the ceiling, Mystic Cave Zone style. You want to jump on these platforms because otherwise you don't get the height. And now we get ready for the hottest dance craze of 1993. Everybody was doing this to Culture Beat, to Macarena,
Egg
Yes,
dance,
that's right.
egg
Time for
dance.
the egg dance, egg dance, egg dance. We love the egg dance. Okay. And now we're on to the last two rounds, both of which were featured in Sonic Mania. So you got to hear Roman doing the very loud, bombastic, and very charismatic take on Stardust Speedway Metallic Madness. Now you get the ASMR version. Okay. Do not want to go in the past. Slightly scuffed that, but we move. So the gimmick of Stardust Speedway is the clues in the question. You want to go fast, it's all about speed, and staying on the route. And the route is...
That's also my favorite route, you know? It's just the sort of irony of getting a yeah,
life box
it's
and
really
immediately
spooky. Like
getting
honestly, some of the
threatened for death.
stages in this game can be really, really spooky, and Metallic Madness is no exception. Like, and that's coming up soon. But there's also the Metal Sonic race.
Oh god.
You got
I'm
10
expecting
lives.
to die on the
It's
Metal
all
Sonic
good.
race. I do have 10 lives, but I did say I'd get this done in... Oh dear. Oh no. That is definitely not what I wanted to do, because I've completely broken the flow of this level now. This is supposed to go really fast. You're supposed to not be able to see anything at this point. Sonic. Move into... Oh, that was about 10 seconds late. But we got through. Sonic got through. At least we don't get Sonic has passed in this game.
Oh no. That's always one of my favorite things about the 8-bit games. It's just they had to fit words on the screen and had to sacrifice some words along the way. This song is a bop though, real talk.
It really is. And you get to hear probably a lot of it because I'm still learning how to not die on Metal Sonic. Oops. So, Metal Sonic is an auto-scroller with two different attacks. If he's behind you, he'll charge really quickly in front of you. And why am I hitting all of the spikes today? Ruin your day. That was a bad idea. You don't want to be slowing down on the upslopes because Stock Robotnik is trailing behind with his rainbow laser
Oh
of
god!
death, which just very nearly killed me.
So like, Metal Sonic's AI in the 2011 version doesn't rubber band nearly as badly as the 1993 version, which we aren't seeing here today. But the real race and fight is against Robotnik's laser there. But you got Metal Sonic first try. You were doing fantastic, honestly. Like, the damage was just kind of inconsequential because you still have to wait for Robotnik to actually reach where you are. And hey, I guess Amy's here too.
Yeah, there are swag strats to optimize blowing Amy up. I've never been able to get them to work on the iPad. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but any, answers on a postcard, please. Springs. So we don't get to hear "Is this anime" in this version. Instead we get, if everything goes wrong in these levels, we get the lovely whiny guitars, which I just could fangirl about. Do not go in the past, Sonic. I'm happy to break my flow through this level to avoid going into the past because it really ruins the flow of this level. You can either get soft locked or you have to basically just go up and over the entire level. It's one of the most egregious forms of the past changing the level format. It just blocks off a massive amount of the level. Okay, and now we go into the part that can easily add several minutes of game time onto the the run. So if you've played this game casually or you've played 93, you'll know that this level is really, really long. Oops. One day I'll get that right. Not today. But our old friend in the Sonic CD11 speedrun tool repertoire, going on top of ceilings, comes into play here, using these pistons.
Nice.
Oh, and I got the second piston. That is... It's always nice to get the first piston, but I will happily take second piston. Especially because in practices this week, it's literally taken me up to 2 minutes of just going on the same piston again and again. So we are in one of the most nauseating final levels in classic Sonic, I'd say. Well, actually, no, Sonic 2...
That was delightful.
Oh, thank you, game.
Thank you for the spring game.
Not good. Yeah. It's okay. You might get to see some
no, the
misery
fireflies, you're right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, these are the real final boss here.
Back in Sonic Mania. Yeah. Don't know why I'm taking it safe. I've got a shield. Okay, and now we're on to the nominal final boss, which is rotating D-pad Robotnik, bearing a very striking resemblance to
that's the fast-paced events logo that's on Minus's t-shirt.
T-shirt, I believe. Whoops. Didn't get the quick kill. Right, where do I want... Not there. What am I doing? Okay, get the medium kill. So each of these different directional buttons has a phase associated with it. Each one has a different strat to doing it relatively quickly. This one needs a damage boost. And we're on to the final one, and time will come up when the screen fades to white, which will be shortly after I embrace Amy. So wait 1, 2, 3, 4 before running, and okay, just waiting for Amy. The new play by, I don't know, and time.
GG's. Everyone get your GG's out for ashikun. Like, that was honestly, like, I think you adapted well to the things that went wrong in that run, and the things that went right in the run went really right. So you should be proud of that. I think that was a really, really good showcase run.
Thank you. I was so worried that it would be many, many orders of magnitude worse than that. So
no, you got a 2434 RTA, so definitely well within your estimate. Like, I know you were very nervous coming into this, and I promise, like, it went really well. And people enjoyed it. People enjoy listening to the tunes. People enjoyed your ASMR voice. Like, people have enjoyed this run. And congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you so much for hosting and keeping me company at midnight.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. It's what I'm here for. And go ahead and tell the wonderful people in chat what you do, where they can find you. Plug yourself, promote yourself, shout things out if you want.
Okay, so I occasionally stream at twitch.tv/ashikun. I'm a little bit all over the place at the moment. Mostly just been doing Sonic CD at the moment, but I'm planning to diversify into other speedruns and also do more casual gaming. I have to say I'm not always this ASMR-y. I do tend to get quite emotional at this game at times. It's like it's a love-hate relationship. I love this game, it seems to hate me sometimes, but that's how classic Sonic goes, I guess. And yeah, I think that's mostly it for me at the moment.
Well, thank you so much for that really awesome and just kind of cozy run of Sonic CD, really, because the voice really helped, honestly, with it feeling really cozy. Coming up next, we do have Sonic Heroes Team Rose Limited Tech Selection by Big Mikey, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It is our penultimate run here for Sonic and the Glitchless Gauntlet. and we'll be right back after a quick break. So make sure you get up, take care of yourself, get a drink, get a snack, get something, or, maybe stretch. That seems like a good idea, but we'll be right back after this, and we'll be back with Sonic Heroes, so stick around.